Our first piece of graffiti artwork is going to be inspired by cave art. The earliest graffiti was created prior to written language, so it's going to be image based. And the first drawings on walls appeared in caves thousands of years ago, and we've got some examples here. We can see they're very shape and colour based, very simple. It looks almost as though the cave people have used a hand as a stencil, and then they've added colour around the hand, so the hand that has been used as a stencil has blocked out that area, so it's untouched by the colour. They probably used earth and pigment to apply the colour, so we're going to use a little bit of inspiration from this cave art. We are going to produce a piece of artwork that's going to look something like this. We are going to create a stencil and then use a chalk pastel material to add the colour. So we'll have a little look at blending, how we can gradate the material going from dark to light. We'll experiment with the inside part of the stencil, which would be this, and then the outside part of the stencil as well, because you can use both parts as a stencil. So this is inspired by cave art, so we're going to work just like them. The first step will be to create our little sample piece. So we're going to use a nice long strip of sugar paper, and we're going to use a colour that is inspired by the cave wall. So we can use like sort of earthy colours, browns and oranges that would look like that cave wall. And all we're going to do, step number one, you're just going to put your sugar paper just at the edge of that frame where we're going to present our artwork. So putting it at the edge of the frame, just draw a little line there where your paper meets this edge of the frame. And then what we're going to do, so I've got my two little markers. All I'm going to do is just fold the paper on those markers. Make sure that my paper, this little strip here, is in line with the edges here. And then I'm going to fold it. So I've got something that looks like that. Then what I'm going to do with the rest is I'm going to fold it backwards, like that. And then I'm going to get that bit and fold it backwards again. All the time I'm making sure that every time I fold it, it's the same size and it's all in line. I might have folded that a little bit too big, so I'm going to push it back a little bit. There we go, and then one last fold. So we've got a bit of a zigzag going on. One last fold just like that. So we've got something that looks like this. Okay, so the smaller piece just at the back there is going to sit like that, and I want my work to zigzag out like this. How could we turn it around? Oh, that's a better way. So we've got that last little flat bit of paper, and the rest of the work just folds into it just like that. So my poppy out edge is here. And we've got all this space to work with now. So now that we've got our background ready, we're going to create our stencil, which will look something like this. So I'm just going to move that out the way just for now. Okay, so the easiest way to do this, because we're going to work with a love heart inspired by everything that's gone on in the pandemic, and a love heart and a rainbow has been quite a significant symbol. So we'll work with that. So you've got your piece of paper, and as that is a symmetrical shape, all we're going to do is fold the paper in half. So we only have to draw half of the shape, makes it a little bit easier for us. So I've folded my stencil paper exactly in half. And then the easiest way I know how to draw a love heart is to start off with a circle. And I'm going to be quite sketchy, make sure that's a nice shape circle. And then we have a point down here. And this comes in like that. So this is the shape that we're looking for. Okay. There we've got half the shape of a love heart. Now what I'm going to do, using a pair of scissors, I'm just going to very carefully and neatly cut that out. So I've got a nice shape love heart there, and then if I fold this out, I've got two stencils now.